Good morning, good afternoon and good evening YouTube. What's going on? It's your boy Joey Does Tech and welcome yourselves back to a brand new video. I'm gonna try and explain this the best I can. I done a live stream last Sunday and my friend who has a boss who has a PS3 said that it just stopped working. He turned it on, it was beeping, giving some like red lights, and it just doesn't work. After the red lights, it just stops and turns off again. He can't get any discs out, and there is also no image displayed on the TV when he goes to turn the console on. He tried to take it apart. He saw the first Torx, I think Torx 9 screw, and was like, I don't have the tools for this job. So my friend gave me a shout and said, my boss at work has a PlayStation 3, it doesn't work, can you help out? I said, yeah, of course, as long as he's of the understanding that I might break it. And he was fine with that, so happy days. I've already tried to give the console a clean, and when I say it was filthy, the console was filthy, riddled with dust. But in all honesty, who cleans their consoles? Let's see a show of hands. Since the live stream, I've done some research on YouTube, and a lot of people are saying it could be some capacitors, but mainly a lot of people think it's either the GPU or CPU just needs not reballing, but just a bit of hot air. Sometimes the solder balls underneath the GPU or CPU can crack, and by applying some hot air and melting those solder balls underneath, it can rekindle the relationship between the motherboard and the chip. They call this process the mother chip. That's a complete lie. Let's head over to the desk, take this PlayStation 3 apart and see if we can fix it. Wish me luck. First off, let's take this bad boy apart. Cue the montage. Alright, perfect. Now that we've actually disassembled the PS3, my plan here of attack is to set my hot air station to 450 degrees Celsius. I don't actually know which one is which. One of them's GPU, one of them's CPU. I'm going to focus on about a minute of heat around this area and then around about 15 seconds on both of these chips down here. And I'm going to do the exact same, so around about a minute or so, just under a minute on this big chip and then on these two chips here as well. Then what I'm going to do is flip the board, put my attention to the back. I'm going to let the board cool down a little bit. Then I'm going to focus again about a minute or so, maybe about 45 seconds on this area, as well as another 15 to 30 on these two chips here, and another 15 to 30 on these two chips here. Hopefully this fixes the issue. If it does, I'll be a very happy person. FYI as well, I have already removed, there's like the heat pads that come on these little chips here. I've already taken the heat pads off. There was none on the back. I'm not actually going to use flux on this. Some people might be like, what? No flux? But all the videos I've seen, nobody's actually used flux. And I don't want to move things around too much in here. Let's do it. I'm also using quite a big nozzle. I'm using 4 airflow as well out of a possible 8. All right, that's the first side done and everything is absolutely scalding. Now let's do this side. Now I'm just going to simply let the board cool, put it back together, and then we're going to give it a test. I've not had a fix in a while. I've broken a lot of stuff recently. So if this does work, I'll be extremely happy. Let's find out if this turns on or not. So before, just to confirm, what was happening is we'd be pressing this on button and it would go to green and then it would just turn straight back off. So this is the moment of truth. Did that method work? 3, 2, 1. No way, this is the longest it stayed on. It's worked, man. Oh my God. Okay. Oh my God, I'm so happy. Right, does the disc eject? Yes, come on. Oh my God, I'm so happy. Oh my God, FIFA 09, he said FIFA was in there as well. Okay, wicked. I'm gonna hook this up to a screen and see if it's working. So happy that this has worked. All right, HDMI is all hooked up. I just want to quickly check and make sure that the controller turns the PS4 on. Straight off the bat, look at that. And this is the screen. Are we going to get an image? Come on. Then let me down now. Pull through. Yes! And the sound is there as well. Come on. Amazing. Straight in. I can't believe it. I hope my friend's boss won't mind, but what I'm going to do is play some FIFA. I'll just play like kickoff. I'm not going to save anything, but I just want to make sure that we can put it through a little bit of a stress test and just make sure that it's going to stay on. Are you going to come and collect Mr. Shawnee's PlayStation, mate?
Hey, he's done it, has he?
Yeah, he's done it, mate. He's only gone and done it. Now for just a quick service and MOT. And there is, of course, one more thing to do. Sean, who is the person I've repaired this for, had this switched upwards. Now, it'll be like it never left. I literally give it a little bit of a clean. I took out the power, I give it a little bit of a clean. And I thought, oh, I'll just give it one more test run just to make sure that we're all good and we're all working.
Oh my god, I'm so happy. Right. He's done it, mate. He's only gone and done it.
And it's happening again. I do not believe it. I actually can't believe it. There's fresh thermal paste on here as well. There's no reason as to why this now shouldn't work. I was just playing on it. You can't make this up. Maybe it's because I turned the PlayStation logo. Is that going to work now? Nah. I mean, why not try? I'm gonna have to take it apart again and blast it with some more hot air. I'm gonna give it a bit more time this time because I already give it a minute or so. I'll probably leave it on there for 2 minutes and just see if that will really help. We go again. All right, so I'm gonna apply 480 degrees Celsius hot air. I'm gonna put it on number 6 for airflow, and about halfway through I'm just gonna put some flux on the edges and around these little chips as well. Right, I've just finished again, but as you can see, one of the chips now has a bulge in. I'm gonna guess that's too much heat. The same happened on the other side as well. So I'm hoping it works. If not, we tried our best, but I'll reassemble in a sec when the board is a little bit cooler, get some new thermal paste on, and hopefully we're gonna be okay. All right, I've got the console together enough to be able to try this. I've got faith. I've actually got faith. So I'm gonna put it on. We got the red light down here. You guys should be able to see that a little bit easier now. Considering the fact that we tried this before and it worked for like the best part of 20 minutes, and because I've done this a second time now with a higher temperature and a higher fan speed and with flux, if this doesn't work, I really don't think we're gonna be able to get it working. Let's give it a go. Moment of truth. Turns on, green light. Ah, no luck. No, exactly the same thing. Exactly the same thing. Nothing. And his game is still in the disk drive. And I think that's going to be all she wrote for this one. We were so close. You win some, you lose some. And on most occasions recently, we're certainly losing some. The fact that it was working and it's been taken from my grasp is very annoying. The way I'm looking at this scenario is that it is a bit of a godsend, because can you imagine how awkward it would be if he came to pick up the device, turned it on at home, and it didn't work? So I'm kind of happy that when it failed, it was here and not in his house. If you enjoyed that one, guys, make sure you hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, and make sure to join our Discord. We're very close to 100 people in the Discord server. Thank you so much for watching, and until the next one, have a great weekend. Much love.